The most important element of an investment plan is time horizon. It is the most important element. And then there's obviously a person's tolerance for risk, how much volatility a person can tolerate, and we can talk about that later. Time horizon is very important. The reason why time horizon is so important is that the equity markets need time to do their magic. Okay? Statistics, I will share with you, are important to keep in mind. In any one year, pick any year going back to 1926, just throw a dart at the wall and hit a year. There's a 75% chance the market went up in that year. There's a 25% chance that the market went down. Now that sounds like a very good statistic, but it's not a very good statistic if you have a one-year time horizon. People call me all the time, I'm going to closing on my house in 6 months. Should I put the money in the S&P? The answer is of course not. That would be ridiculous. A year is not enough because a 25% chance of loss is not something people should tolerate. You go out 5 years, the market's up about 88% of the time and down 12% of the time. 12% is also a pretty high number, right? There's a more than 1 in 10 chance that 5 years from now you will have experienced loss. When you go out 10 years, the number goes to 95%. Now we're starting to feel a lot more certain that investing in the market will make sense. The market has never lost money over any 15-year period, to my knowledge. I think the longest streak of a loss in the market was 14.7 years, which was hit during the Great Depression. 15 to 20 years, at 20 years you have 100% certainty the market has never dropped over any 20-year period. Now, the reason why this is important is now you step back and think. I want to put money away for my child's wedding. My child was born. I have an 18 to 20-year time horizon. The answer is, where should my first dollar go? And the answer is almost likely, put it into the market and leave it there. Now, you're not going to be able to leave it there for 20 years because 15 years from now, you're going to have a 5-year time horizon. And the last thing you want to do is the day before the wedding, the market tanks and you watch 30% of your money go away. So as you get closer to that wedding date, you're going to want to start adjusting your allocation and start adding more cash and bonds because your time horizon is shrinking. This is why people sometimes hire somebody to take care of their money or to give them advice on an hourly basis, something we can talk about, because they may not be on top of it the way they should. We'll get back to another option a little bit later, which are called target date funds, which could be used in this instance. Now, think about that in terms of bar mitzvah, think about that in terms of weddings or whatever it might be. The answer is that this is not retirement money. So unlike in a retirement account where you leave it alone for a very long time, here you're going to have to start adjusting as you get closer to that event. If you're 5 years away from your wedding or 6 years away from your wedding, the answers are going to be very different. You're going to have a bond and cash weighted account because you don't have the same time horizon. And this is where, again, somebody might want to seek advice or try to understand the different options available in the bond market